Hallelujah! All my new South Empire, wonderful and fantastic fun family of winners. This your winner, Fitzhugh, Sergio, Huff. Look, I want to thank you guys for coming on the show. Shango, thanks for showing up, man, at the last moment, man. I really appreciate this. First of all, I got a little disclaimer for the viewers, okay? The Winners Podcast is a show centered around U.S. politics, pop news, culture, and relationship dynamic satire. StarMan Filmz Global is an entertainment channel. StarMan Filmz Global and the Winners Podcast are not responsible for the statement, claims, or opinions of any guest. All right. With that being said, we are host-moderated podcast, and as I stated earlier for the guests, that if you get belligerent or calling people out their name, threatening, we will remove you the first time for 30 seconds, put you in the brown room, okay? If you do it, hey, don't even start, Shango, don't even start. But you're muted, we can't hear you. Shango, we can't hear you. We can't hear you. Unmute yourself, boss. We can't hear you, Shango. Can you hear me? Can you hear me, Shango? All right, say something. Your volume is super low. It might need to be. Yeah, you need to turn your volume up. Oh, what it is your speaker is cutting your mic out. All right, we're gonna work on you right now. I wanna work on turn your speakers down and your mic up. Shango. We're gonna start with Greg and Joy. I want you guys to introduce yourselves and tell us a little bit of something about what y'all do.
You go ahead first.
Hi, I'm Joy Bryson, gospel promoter in the Durham, Raleigh area.
Oh, yo, everybody know who I am. They ain't even know who I am. I'm comedian Greg Digger, 41 years of service, BET, Showtime, Jim Comedy Jam, you name it. That's it.
All right, Zoe.
Hey everybody, I'm Zoe Walker. I am a supermodel, model coach, and actress, and also a first grade teacher.
Hey, Marlo.
Hey, I'm Marlo Gibson. I'm here in VA representing Richmond. I am a human resources professional, and I also am starting my business, which is intrinsic behavior. And that's going to be promoting and doing original content.
That's what's up. Emma? Emma? Can you introduce yourself, Emma? Are you frozen, Emma?
No.
You're not frozen.
Can't hear you.
Emma, can you hear me, Emma? Samuel Blue, go ahead and introduce yourself.
Yep. Sam Blue, just retired military, lifelong student, lifelong researcher. And that's basically it. I just try to help the community out here in the Raleigh area and surrounding in the Triangle. And that's about it.
Okay, so that's what's up. Shango, can you hear it? Can you hear me now, Shango?
I can hear you.
Okay, we can hear you, but minutely. I don't know what's going on.
I can't hear you.
Okay.
I can't hear you.
You can't hear me? Wow. We might have his wrong mic selected. Which mic do you have selected, Shango? Okay.
The one I use.
I can't.
Okay.
I can't.
Oh, there we
Can't
go.
hear you.
Okay, Emma, you said you can't hear us. Shango, are you using a webcam mic?
Yeah, but I can cut it off, man.
Yeah, use the other mic.
I can hear you.
All right.
You can hear me?
you.
Okay, now Emma, you can't hear me.
I
Hold
can't
on,
hear
I'm
you.
getting ready.
I didn't cut it off, so that means y'all can hear me.
Yeah.
Great. Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
I can't hear you.
Okay, hold on.
Yeah, I can
Emma.
hear you.
We can hear you, Emma. Hold on. I'm getting ready to see what's going on. It was just fine doing video, and I'm gonna tell Emma to go out and come back in. During sound and video check, it did good. Yeah.
What about now?
Hey, one thing we know for sure, this is real. Give me a sound check, Shango.
Yo, 1, 2.
There you go. We good. We good. Right. We good. All right.
By the way, I ain't got no pants on from here.
Oh, okay, yeah. That's TMI. TMI.
Right from this point on, we need to prove just balls.
Okay, yeah, but okay, we good.
Bring it back up.
Okay, so now, Emma, can you hear us now, Emma?
I can hear you now.
All right, now tell us who you are and what you're about.
My name is Emma Torres. I live in Charleston, South Carolina. I'm also an actress, a model, and I have my own business called Ignite Your Roots Fitness and Nutrition.
That's what's up. Shango, introduce yourself.
Yo, I know it says Sergio, but my name is Shang. I'm a comedian. Great to know. I've been on HBO, BET. Just did a study for a million.
You love.
I'm also a dancer, aka Buttercakes.
I hear you. Okay, Buttercake. Okay, Buttercake. Okay, Buttercake. Yeah, we better get our laughs on right now, because at the end, during this podcast, I don't think nobody gonna be doing too much laughing. Now, Shango, while I go to the next topic, if there's any way you could switch mics or whatever, because you're way too low, okay?
All right.
And check your mic settings, okay?
He went on.
Yeah.
All right, yeah, that's even better. Yeah, that's even better. Okay. And my engineer is helping him. Okay. He's helping him now. All right, now let's move right along, guys. The first topic is, hold on 1 second. I got one more message. Just a second. Okay. He has to do it on himself. The engineer said he can't help him on that end. All right. Let's start with. First of all, I got to shout out the sponsors. This is Doja Vineyard Fitz Paradise Juice. That's right, y'all. I have my own brand of moonshine. We have wine, vodka, brandy, and whiskey also. You can get your bottle, your jar, at dojavineyard.com. Use FPJ and get your discount. That's right. Fitz Paradise Juice. Yay, make your tongue slap your brains out. It speaks no evil and hears no evil. All right. Our next sponsor is Lit Sticks. I don't know if I got it correctly. Let me see. I believe I do. Lit Sticks. This is from Rashid Myers, Team Collective Vision, Team Collective Gear, and Team Collective Music Group. And we want to shout everybody out. It's premium THC, CBD, and hemp. All right. You can get that at www.litsticks.com. I guess y'all say all our sponsors get us high. But guess what? We ain't trying to be low. That part though. Y'all feel me on that? Now let's get to the meat. Let's get to the meat. All right. First topic is we've been talking about immigration periodically, but here lately it has been intensified because of new developments where a lot of people is thinking it's just the Latin community, and it's not though. It's a whole lot of different nationalities, and they are doing some things that even the Latin people didn't do. We're going to dwell into that, like marrying their brothers and sisters just to get here in the United States. Okay, so first one is y'all know that dude. Everybody knows him. Christina Aguayo eats his ass up all the time. Like he's about so you put Governor Pritzker up there. Look at him. Look. Show that picture. What he doing? That's all he. That's all he care about is a hamburger. He reminds me of Wimpy. Can I get a hamburger today? I'll gladly play you Tuesday. Okay, let's read. Let's read what this dude talking about. All right. The Illinois Governor Pritzker has released 1,700 illegal immigrants with active ICE detainers, including murderers, rapists, PDFs, and he has been exposed for releasing this 1,768 migrants. And he's doing it just to chastise that always winning ass winner, Donald Trump. Mm-hmm. So I want to briefly, okay, now with that being said, because these topics are so close to the same thing, let's go to the next one. No, we can actually dissect them individually. No, the pertinence is all of them together. Okay, let's go to the next one about the Somalia community leader confirms. Okay, the Somali community leader confirms that Ilhan Omar married her own brother to get him citizenship in the United States. This was in Minnesota. And that's why the crackdown came down so hard about the Somalian community. Remember now, all of this is fact check. I'm going to read a little bit more. It is a well-known scam in the Somali community. And this is friends of her and her brother that are actually saying that all of this is true. Let's go to the next one, Sawyer. Don't forget, I'm gonna give you guys a chance to rebut and say what you got to say. Now it's so intense about what's happening. I mean, Americans in the United States, they commit crime just as well. Okay, but we have noticed an influx of criminal behavior. Like, say, for instance, this one right here. The next one, Sawyer, about the 17-year-old. There you go. There you go. All right. The two media describe 17-year-old boys who I don't know if we could say that word, but raped a 15-year-old woman have been identified as Afghan boat migrants seeking asylum. We cannot say that word. I forgot. So we're going to have to, I don't know whether another way to say that. But anyway, I done said it now.
Sodomized.
Yeah. The 15-year-old girl was abducted away from her friends and raped by them, who then called his friend to come quick and do the same. All right, now, it's one more Sawyer that's pertinent to that situation. Okay, now, because of that, the czar, Tom Homan, it's right here, Sawyer. I'm getting ready to say right here. Okay. Hold on 1 second. Getaway point. Tom Homan looking at Ilhan Omar's immigration files over alleged fraudulence of marrying her brother. So it's a similar thing, but she's being investigated for illegally bringing her family into the country by marrying her brother. Now, now what we heard, we've seen a whole lot of material about this, but we don't allow it because social media has a tendency to do certain things. Even some news stations will toward stuff. So we had this stuff fact checked. All right, now start out. Let's see who we're gonna start out with. We're gonna start out with Zoe. Zoe, what are your thoughts on the intensity and Trump intensifying the deportation of not just Latinos but all nationalities?
I would say my thoughts on it. I understand why to an extent. I don't think that, for my opinion,
they're gonna ask you
support the way it's being done. And what I mean by that is
say that again. Say that again, Zoe.
I don't support the way it's being done.
Okay.
I can understand why. Something else about Trump is that everything that he says that he's going to do, one thing I can say about him is that he is a man of his word and he sticks to it. So this is not anything that is new. It's unfortunate for a lot of families, especially for me as a school teacher. During that time when they were around in Durham, in North Carolina, I had a lot of students who were missing school. And so I see how it's affecting families. So that's my personal opinion. I understand. I don't support the way it's being done.
I agree with you, Zoe, to an extent. Okay, but why aren't these children coming to school if they don't have nothing to hide? And it's not the children's fault. It starts at home. If you're illegal, you should let your children know where you're illegal, and maybe I need to homeschool you, but that's still hiding. It's still a criminal offense. We can't go to their country and do it. And even if they did it 20 years ago, it's still a crime. If I committed a crime 20 years ago and they caught me now, guess what? I'm going to do the time and pay for that. Marlo, what's your thoughts on the immigration of all nationalities?
I kind of have mixed feelings about it, as Zoe, when it comes to the children, but I am for illegal immigrants not to be in the country, especially if they're committing crimes. They're causing harm, they're causing disruptive, they're doing terrorist acts. We can't go to any other country as freely as people can come into America, right? For instance, my niece is in school in Japan. They constantly check to make sure that her status is as of a student. And also, my niece just told me she had to have $19,000 in a bank account in order to support her, to make sure she won't become indigent upon the country.
Wow.
And a lot of times, so these countries don't allow all this welfare, all this caregiving, all of this housing. They don't do all of that in other countries. And I think America has just started late to try to control something that's out of control. So coming at it in a aggressive way, so abruptly, and dismantling families, dismantling the U.S. in such a urge, that's where the friction is. I don't think a lot of people have a problem with illegal immigrants being sent back to where they're from, but the way, again, as Zoe pointed out, the way it's being done, and it's just so abrupt, and it's just making people just think, especially when we have children. At my church, we had several children that someone fosters, and she has them for a month at a time until they are reunited with their family, their parents that was taken away. So it's just a lot. I think more people are just concerned more about the welfare of the children.
I think the thing that I had a problem with the most is even with the law-abiding uh, illegal immigrants, they're still they still came here illegally, and they still stealing from my daughter. I have a 4-year-old daughter, and they're stealing. They're taking opportunities away from my daughter, and guess what? They really don't even care about us. Emma, what are your thoughts?
There's a lot to chew, to be honest with you, but I've seen it unfold, and I see it in the word too as well. I'm not for the way that they're executing as far as dispersing the immigrants or all nationalities from entering or for them to release. But I understand why they do what they do, especially when they're trying to control what is not theirs, but also trying to control and control the population. And if that means to destroy however means necessary as to release them, then that's what they are trying to do to due process elimination. I don't agree with it, but like the young lady said, when Trump says what he says, he sticks to what his guns are before he initially pulls the trigger. But I'm not for it, because you have to understand that sometimes when the forerunners are being sent, they're also being looked at it as if there were barbarians, if you want to say. So you have to really look at things as to why they're being done the way they're being done, why the walls are being built to either keep what out or keep what in. So.
I agree with everybody so far that it seems like we agree with the deportation of especially the ones that's criminally active now. But I'm like this, like you said, Emma. I see that the panel that has spoken already condones Trump's actions, but not the way they're doing it. But what I like about Trump is, first of all, y'all, you may not know. My opinion is my president is God, my vice president is his son, and my Congress is their Holy Spirit. I didn't vote, and I never voted, and I still win because no man is going to dictate the quality of my life. Period. All right. Now, with that being said, for 96 years, the hope dealer Democratic Party has been hope dealing hope dreams to the hope addict. And if you keep doing the same thing and expecting a different result, that's insanity. So even if I was a Democrat, I wouldn't no longer be. Gravedigger and Joy, what are your thoughts on the images being recorded?
Okay.
I agree with some of the things that Marlo Marlo, Zoe, and Emma had said. My question is, when you talk about the status, I think it falls basically like with the kids. I feel sorry for the children, but when they register for school, don't they usually check the status of these students? Or when they hire these people, aren't they supposed to check the status of the people that they're hiring? I mean, so it starts at the top. Like if we're going for a job interview, they do background checks on us. So they should do the same thing with them. So I'm like, did they not do that? Or did they just say, oh, well, that's cheap labor, or we're going to turn the other way? But then it came back to bite them in the end. So.
Yeah. And briefly, Zoe, you're a school teacher. When a child enrolls into school, do they have to show citizenship?
I am not sure, but I don't think it's a requirement though.
Wow, that is.
I know that they ask for like immunization records, But I don't think they ask for citizenship or birth certificates or anything like that.
Wow.
I think they just kind of fill out an application.
Okay, wow, that is deep. Grave Digger, what's your thoughts on the immigration?
Okay, I'm gonna have to go along with Zoe a little bit, and especially my wife. Anyway, I believe it this way. I don't care if you're a professor or what status you hold in the United States. If you're an immigrant and you came in here illegally, you got to go. Speaking as former law enforcement, if I pull you over and you don't have a driver's license, then you're gonna get a ticket or get some time. So all you have to do is go down and take a test. So if you're an immigrant and you came in here illegally, period, like you said, Fitz, if you commit a crime, the crime is going to stay with you as long as you live until you pay for it. So there's a way to come in the country and there's a way not to come in the country. So if you come in here and you do it the right way, I don't believe in immigrants anyway, especially Somalian, and that's personal to me. I think all of them should go. All of them.
You just knocked out views. You just knocked out Somalia views out the water. But anyway,
drug money.
Okay, I want to say this. All you viewers, we see you viewing. Feel free to like, comment, share, especially subscribe. And you can even join the show. If you request, we got 2 more spots up here. We will insert you on the show. Shango, my winner. What's your thoughts on the illegal immigrant deportation?
Can you hear me?
Yes, barely. So just speak loudly.
No, I'm surprised. I don't know why it's not louder. But first off, the immigration thing, they're absolutely going about it the wrong way. 79% of the immigrants that they are deporting have no background, none, zero. And the reason that they're here is corporations left them in. So when I hear people say, "Oh, well, they just left," no, corporations are the ones that want the cheap labor. So when I hear people say that, I go, "Come on, stop that." That's number one. Number two, when you say, "Well, the immigrants, if they came in here illegally," if that's the case, how come there hasn't been droves of white people that are from Europe, Russia, and other places? I don't see none of them getting jacked. Not one of them. I ain't seen one of them get jacked. I know Russian mobsters right now that are a half hour from me. They never check them. They're not going after criminals. They're going after somebody with DoorDash. Get out of my with that. So it is a racial thing. It is nothing else but a racial thing. And for people saying it's an economic thing, that's bull, because economically, they actually bring money in more than Americans. Americans commit more violence than immigrants, by far, not even close. White males are without question, the most violent. Without question. The data proves it. When it comes to PDFs or pedophilia, that when it comes to mass shooters, it is that. It is not immigrants. The one that took away their beautiful Charlie Kirk. It wasn't them. It was a white dude. So all of that immigrate, I don't like the immigrants, I don't like this, that, is bull, because guess what? The majority of people that are here that made a difference in America are, guess what? Get ready for it. Immigrants.
Okay, Shango. I agree with you 100%. The Caucasian persuasion, if they're illegal, they need to go too. But they're not. But listen, it's not happening. You're correct. Okay. Now, per capita. Now, per capita. Pull it up. Per capita, what do you feel?
Per capita?
Yeah.
You mean pertaining to all immigrants or some immigrants? Because apparently South African immigrants are allowed to just come in and get all kind of benefits.
And that's another thing that I have a problem with. They can come here, and before they even get here, they have a house loan, car loan, business loan, and everything. And here, I have to put into my daughter's trust and stuff like that. You know, I have to use and spend money. All right. Last but not least, Samuel Blue, your thoughts, your rebuttals.
The first three people who spoke, I definitely understand why they said that, but what I think people should understand is that there are 1.4 million people that have orders of deportation spanning back 20, 30 years. You received that from an immigration judge, which is not a judicial, is an executive procedure. So if someone decides to ignore that deportation order and stay in the country 20, 30, 40, 50 years, that doesn't erase the fact that they received the deportation order by a judge. So the difference between what's going on now, and I understand what Shango said about the 79 or 80% that have no criminal offenses.
Right.
They may not have criminal offenses, but they have deportation orders. And that's the thing that people don't understand is that I'll go back to where, to our school teacher. This is the thing. Schools get federal funding based off of school performance. That's why Baltimore spends the most per capita per student, because they got the poorest test scores. Now, here's what happens when illegal immigrants come into the community or enroll out of school. What happens is when you have all these young brothers and young sisters, mostly young brothers that are reading at grade level, doing math at grade level, what happens is there's resources and there's a point system that they get allocated those resources. Now, if you have 10 kids that come from Afghanistan, they automatically move up on the priority list over the Black kids of that community that those resources are meant for. The reason why they're moved up in priority is because English is not their first language. So the Black community is losing resources for every illegal immigrant that comes into the community and enrolls in the school system. That's taking resources from someone from that community. Now, the reason why I talk about the community is because where are they moving all these illegal immigrants to? Chicago, California. They're moving them to cities where Black folks need the help. When they tried to move them to Martha's Vineyard, when they sent those 260 buses up there, them white folks up there made sure all them illegal immigrants was gone within 24 hours. That's the thing right there where I look at, my mother was a refugee. She became naturalized. She went through the whole process. She also got the benefits. So when people say illegal immigrants don't get assistance, they don't get SSDI, if you go to Google and you type in, can illegal immigrants get Social Security? One of the first links that's going to pop up is the Social Security Administration, and it's going to show you the 7 bullets that Joe Biden with the Inflation Reduction Act is going to show you all those bullets in the INA, the Immigration Naturalization Act, that allowed them now to get SSDI. So when someone comes from Somalia, automatically in processing into the country, they're able to get rent or mortgage for 2 years for free, 0 utilities for that entire time. They get free education, undergraduate and graduate degree paid for. And if they're married to someone else that's still over in their country, that person gets priority to get moved to the state. That's how Ilhan Omar comes into this. When she got here, she stated that her brother was her husband. It wasn't because they was doing some incest type things. They is doing it so he could get the same refugee benefits. He can get his free education. He can get all of those. And if they were truly married, they were married by a Baptist preacher. They're Muslim, but they was married by a Baptist preacher because Muslims aren't going to play that. Islamists aren't going to play that. So they went to someone from a whole different denomination to ordinate their marriage. Soon as he finished college, guess what? He went back to Somalia. She remarried another Somali, got those benefits for him, and now she's married to a white dude. So the thing is, where people are saying that illegal immigrants are not receiving government assistance, government benefits, that right there is the lie that politicians are feeding people without them doing the research. I just showed, Sawyer just pulled up how they're getting Social Security and SSDI, and their SSDI payments are $1,600 a month. I know people that's hit in their 60s, and their Social Security check is only like $600-700. Is that right? They paid their whole life into a system, then someone else comes over here and they're able to get double or even triple that money. I don't think that's fair for the people who are grinding, because when we talk about generational wealth, what keeps Black folks from having generational wealth is because we keep putting in people in office that they're pulling more towards illegals than they are for the Black community. You had all these senators go all the way to El Salvador for a gangbanger, a human trafficker, and haven't even been in their own community. So, I'll land with that. I just think we have to look at every side. But from what the last speaker said, there's 1.4 million deportation orders. And if the courts, Trump says what he's going to do. He ran on it. So he's not lying. When I hear people talk about, people regretting their vote. No, they're not. They love their vote. That's what they voted for. He ran on the largest deportation. He said he was going to start with the hardest criminals, the most violent offenders. He didn't say that's all he was going to deport. He said that's where they're going to start. So now,
I remember that distinctly. Yes. Yeah. Okay. But with a show, hey, go ahead. Did you want to rebut that, Shango?
No, I'm saying, first off, I don't understand why y'all act like, one, it's not him, it's Stephen Miller that is actually pulling the strings. I don't know why people want to do the research. Look up Stephen Miller. Secondly, you say, well, he tells the truth. He's a pathological liar that has been proven to be a pathological liar. Literally, categorically, a pathological liar. So when I hear Black folks say, well, he said the truth. No, only thing he said the truth about is his racism. And his racism was targeted. And the reason that Black folks, when I hear Black folks say that, and I know I'm high yellow, but I'm Black.
You know you're Black.
I'll tell you something right now. The bottom line is, it is about simply, unequivocally, racism. The reason that Black folks, that migrants can come in and get the jobs and get the credit that you say you want, because there's some stuff that Black folks won't want to do. You don't want to know a field picking those strawberries, and they kill me. Well, there's jobs. No, we ain't doing that. We've been there and done that. We ain't doing it again. So
okay, check this out, Shango. Okay. Now, there is a solution in the making for the jobs that we don't want to do. The prisoners would love to do it. Instead of making 70 cents a day, they're putting into action now where the prisoners can get that minimum wage. And when they come out, they'll have some, something to land on. So there is a positive in every so-called negative. And another thing, you say he's a racist. What? Hold on, Shango. What racist gonna give $40 billion to the HBCUs, turn around the next month, give $485 million to the HBCUs, house Jennifer Hudson, who is definitely Black, for 3 years when no other Black people would help. I'm not done. Paid all of Jesse Jackson's child support for all his children. The only one that came to Nelson Mandela's rescue. That's a racist. Now, before Oprah Winfrey, everybody was hanging with him. Everybody wanted to be around Trump. Every Black entertainer, celebrity wanted to be around Trump. Now, all of a sudden, he a racist?
What? Okay.
I will say this about Trump.
Always.
I want to say, because I am from up north.
Okay.
So I do know how we even came up with the Trump card. When people when they on a high roll and they doing what they need to do, we say it's a Trump card. But the reason why you seen a lot of celebrities rap, he was in New York. He got the Trump Tower, he got the casinos, he got where they were hanging. He was promoting parties. It ain't like they liked him, because not that I have anything against Trump. I mean, he got some good parts of him and he definitely got some bad. I just think he's very outspoken. I don't want to deem him as a racist, but he has some hidden agendas against people that are not white. And what made me think that he was racist.
I agree with that too. Okay, yeah. But it doesn't matter whether he was in New York, wherever. He associated with these people, and it was no problem then. Now that he has become powerful,
it was building. He used us like every other race and country. He used us to promote his business.
Okay, what politician hasn't? Obama didn't use us?
He wasn't a politician then. He was a businessman.
But did Obama use us?
No.
He damn sure used the veterans. He used the veterans. He took our money. He took our cost of living raise for 8 years and gave it to the gay rights bill. Hello?
Man, y'all.
Right.
This is easily Googleable research.
Okay, and he deported way more people than Trump. It wasn't a problem when Obama did it, but it's a problem when Trump do it.
What are you talking about? It was a problem. 5.6 million people were deported. 5.6 million people were deported during the Obama administration. That's over 8 years. And in a year, now he ain't even been in there years, 1.5. So he's trying to do it. Not only
so you know what you're saying? He's doing a better job.
No. That's not the way he's going about it. Why would you have a percentage of 79% of the people that are being deported? In fact, they were deporting people that were actual born here citizens. There was black people in Chicago that there ain't no way you didn't know they was black. They black.
Okay, Valerie, hey Sam, you got something to say, Sam?
Definitely. He just pulled up Obama's stat, right?
No,
Let me tell you, this is Obama's presidency. When he first ran for office, he won by a landslide because he promised a whole lot of white women that he was going to pass on day one. He was going to sign the Freedom of Choice Act that would codify abortion rights. That's literally what that Freedom of Choice Act was. It was supposed to legalize abortion federally. So it'll be able to be paid for federally, everything. When he got elected, all those white women was up there in his face, waiting to celebrate, have their watch parties on him signing that. He blew them off. A week later, he blew them off. 3 months later, they finally cornered him, and he basically told them, that's not my priority anymore. So he lost all that support and started to basically put in all policy for LGBTQIA plus. He's the one who laid the foundation for that. So because he lost all that support, what he did then was he took Bill Clinton's policies, which was stop illegal immigration. So when he started the illegal immigration, that's what he ran on. That's how he beat Mitt Romney barely, because he lost the support of all those people that he promised that he was going to codify Roe versus Wade, which he didn't. So he lost all of their support. Now, when he started to deport people, he got this guy named Tom Homan, a Democrat. And out of those deportations that you name, 2.7 million were non-judicial. That means they didn't even go in front of an immigration judge.
Right.
Say Google. All right, they didn't even go. They didn't even go in front of an immigration judge. That's what non-judicial means.
Okay.
So he took that. His whole second administration was what he took from Bill Clinton. And guess what Trump did? Trump got the same guy because he did such a good job for Obama. Trump got Tom Homan to do the same thing for his administration because he did that good of a job. Trump had 7 Democrats in his administration. He's not doing it because of party. He's doing it because they did it the best that they could do.
That's not true at all. I mean,
all right, guys. Now, I need a raise of hands. I need a raise of hands to Sawyer. Valerie says she's trying to get in. Okay. I need a raise of hands. Who thinks that the Trump administration is going to succeed after proving what Ilhan Omar did? That she's actually going to she's a congresswoman. Actually, is going to get deported. By a raise of hand.
That she's going to get deported.
Yeah.
She should be put in prison.
Right. If they find out that it's true about her brother,
she should get him deported.
She's going to be denaturalized. She's going to be denaturalized.
She's going to be denaturalized. And she knew
because she lied. She lied on her immigration documentation. Remember, it started under the Biden administration. They've been investigating that whole area since 2022. They've been investigating. They did 1,000 site visits. They did an entire press conference showing that more than 50% of the people that got naturalized in Minneapolis did immigration fraud. So I'm going to tell you right now, within the next year, you're going to start seeing about 30 to 40,000 people be denaturalized because they lied and falsified their immigration paperwork. And if you read the Constitution, if you read the laws, you can be denaturalized for creating doing a felony. You can be denaturalized for lying on your immigration paperwork. That's a fact.
Okay, now, not just Shango, 1 second. Samuel, what's your major? Constitutional law.
Constitutional law, for Campbell, my next one in the spring.
That's what's up. So, all right, go ahead, Shango.
She was 6 years old, and that's when she came up with the plot to do the paperwork and do all that. Is what you're saying? So you're saying, and Brady, you said, she lied on? No, she was 6 years old. A lot of these people were little kids. They weren't in charge of themselves. If I'm 3 years old, you bring me over to a country, it ain't like I go, hey man, what's up with that paperwork? That's not the case. Number one. Number two, for Black people to act this way, pretending this, I'm not saying it's perfect. Immigration ain't perfect. But guess what? With all the shit that they do to us that is underhanded and all the stuff, and you sit there and look at how they do other people and go, well, that's cool. It's not cool. And anybody that's listening to it, and I say it to your face, because one, I'm 6'2" and I can fight. The point is, and all day, ask somebody. The point is, I'm 11-0. First off, let it sink in. Sprinkle. The point is,
I really don't know what he said at the end of that sentence.
So y'all say that Trump is not a racist, which is absurd. I am from the city, and I know for a fact, not only the Central Park 5 proved it.
Right. That's what threw me with that.
Where he lost, but for discrimination for renting and housing, which he lost, he has lost 90, and you can look it up.
I know.
Since you're going to school for that, Sam, he has lost 98% of the shit that he has in court. With Republican judges, with people that's with him that are Republicans. He lost when it came to the big lie. He lost when it came to Trump University, and on and on and on. So when I see these cool-tastic ass Black people saying, well, Trump, I used to hang with him, and I love him. Hey, why don't you juggle watermelons and tap dance your ass the hell on? What are you talking about?
But you know what, Shango? I want to say this, though. you do know that the words you just used were slave mentality words, right?
Why?
So you still
Mhm.
slave? Yeah. Yeah, you said coon. You said coon. And you said watermelon. That's slave mentality. Okay. Now, all right, hold on. When you say things like that, okay. First of all, why do black people? Here's another good reason why black folk don't help each other out, because they so busy worried about other people's business.
What?
Do they rally? Do they
Yeah.
rally around the black people like they do in the Hispanics? Out there protesting and rallying when kings kill king, when gangs kill each other, kings kill each other. Do the black people do the same protesting and rally?
Yes.
Yeah, we do.
It ain't publicized. It ain't publicized.
No, they
Because it ain't good for them. Hey, can I say something? Fitz.
Yeah, go ahead, Grave.
All right, I got to rebut what you said, and Shane and I know same thing. Okay, you all for Trump because he gave so much money to the HBCU. He gets that money back, so he hoodwinked you into believing that he's doing something for black people. If he was giving away money that he ain't gonna get back, then I'd believe it.
Okay, even if he
got
$1
million and I don't like you, I'm gonna give it to you. So people will think I like you. I'm getting it right back.
Okay. Maybe you're correct, but even if he did do that, has anybody else in the Democratic Party done that?
Wow.
96 years. 96 years.
But
have they done that?
Yeah.
He's a modern day racist, and you believe him because he gave you a nickel, and he gonna get a dime back.
No. I don't believe. I don't. First of all, like I said, I don't put no faith in no man. All right, and there is zero evidence, and we looked it up of how he's getting any money back that he gave.
Any donation that you give, even Sam know that. Any donation you give, you get it right back on your taxes.
Yeah, but it's not coming from him directly. It's not coming from him directly. Okay?
It's not what he did was sign. It's not coming out of his pocket, so it's not a tax write-off for him.
Well,
that's what I don't understand. What y'all talking about? Is like,
but if
it's federal funding. It's federal funding. It's not his pocket.
Federal.
But you're talking about how he's gonna be able to write it off on his taxes. That's the reason why Jeff Bezos' ex-wife giving all these millions. It ain't because she love HBCUs. It's so she can get these write-offs. The money he's writing is for, he's signing executive orders for HBCUs to get federal funding, and he already tried to make it permanent. But that was overridden. The thing is, I don't care about him giving a nickel or anything. But when I hear people use the term racist, it's basically used so much that people don't even know what it means. Because I remember Oprah Winfrey, when nobody would give her an opportunity to step out on her own, she was getting bullied and all that by the networks. Who was on her very first show and who was on her very last show? Trump financed her entire Oprah Winfrey show. He was her guest, her first guest, to make sure that she succeeded. When Jesse Jackson ran for president, who endorsed him? The first one. Who financed him? Who financed the Rainbow Coalition? And Nelson Mandela got freed out of prison, and Al Sharpton and Jesse Jackson said that they was going to fly him around the country. Who allowed them, Nelson Mandela, to use his jet for free?
Yeah, you know what? The bottom line is, if it benefits the community and he prospers from it, so be it. What other politician came to the rescue of Wick 2 months ago? Nobody. What other politician stepped up to pay the soldiers a month ago? Nobody but Trump. Okay, I'm not on Trump. I'm not on Trump's job or whatever.
Yeah, what are you talking?
During the government shutdown.
He shut it down.
During the government shutdown. My Val, welcome Val. Hey Val, everybody say hello to Val.
Hey Val.
She just getting
Hi everyone.
That's Valerie Williams. She's a fitness trainer. She just left her gym.
Val.
Yeah. So anyway, my engineer said we got to move to the next topic.
You get what I'm saying?
All right. Who agrees?
Yeah, let's move on.
Who agrees with what Michelle Obama is saying about the Democrats are in trouble because they don't know what they're doing? Show that. Put that up there, Sawyer.
She didn't say that.
Here we go.
That is wild.
She didn't say that.
Okay, here we go. I'm gonna read it to you.
Fox News.
She said, "That's this." Okay, we are not ready. Hold on. We are not ready. Democrat Rep. James Clyburn agreed with the former First Lady who publicly pushed back on a potential White House run for herself, but argued that Obama's comments shouldn't discourage women from running, even after failed bids by Hillary Clinton and Kamala Harris.
Correct.
All right. She said she still wants the women to fight for their rights.
Right. Well, they didn't say the Democrat House was in an array because
she said we are not ready.
No, America
for a woman president.
America's not ready for a woman president.
Female.
America's not ready for a woman president.
I kind of agree with that though. I kind of agree with that.
A special election.
I agree that America is not ready.
Shango, I can't hear you good anymore.
Yeah, I agree with her when she says that America is not ready for a woman.
No, she said not to have that discourage future female candidates to come up in the Democratic Party. And I don't think really I think if Michelle had ran, she would be our first president, our first black female president. I think she would have.
No.
You don't think
she wouldn't be the first. She wouldn't be the first black woman president. She would be the first female president.
Could I tell you why?
Got to throw the black on it.
Could I tell you why she wouldn't?
Go ahead, Sam.
Hillary didn't win as a white female.
Go ahead, Sam.
To me, what qualifies for somebody to be a good president or a good candidate is someone that's able to message, someone that has handled a large budget, like a mayor. The mayor of DC. I actually thought when Biden said he was going to pick a black woman, I thought he was going to pick Marion Bowser because she has ran DC. She has ran that budget. She has a trail of showing that she can handle that. She has dealt with the politics of DC. She has done all of those things. So Michelle Obama hasn't done that. She stayed away from those things. Hillary Clinton has shown how bad she was while she wasn't elected. I was on the ground in Haiti when they had soldiers dumping diesel fuel on the ground to poison the farmlands. So her brother back in Arkansas would get the agricultural contract to supply all the agricultural to Haiti. I was there. Well, I lost one of my boys in Benghazi, that one of the soldiers under me because of what she did there. Susan Rice couldn't do that. The thing is, America is ready for a female president, but think about it. You got to have one like Tulsi Gabbard. The Democrats had Tulsi Gabbard, who would have had people from both sides, but Hillary Clinton didn't like her. She's a dang on lieutenant colonel in the military now. She's been to war. She was the dang on senator of dang on Hawaii. The thing is, people, because I wrote her in, we donated money to her. The thing is, you just can't put somebody up there. What the Democrats have been doing, they're just putting somebody up there. They get people to get up there, perform, twerk, and think that that's going to get them to vote. not giving us anything. They're not giving us anything to hold them accountable for.
And then everything that Kamala said, she giggled about it. Let me hear it, Shang. Let me hear it, Sawyer. Let me hear the giggle.
I thought Kamala was gonna win in the first place, anyways.
Yeah. Val, do you think that this country is ready for a woman president, or is possible at this present time or in the future?
Are they currently ready for one? No. Because I see how we're treated. So I mean, we're one of the most disrespected people on earth. So what makes you think that, well, not you per se, but what makes you think that they're going to respect her because she's a president? They're not.
Right.
I think that Shango and Val and everybody, I think that other countries would look at us as a weak species.
They already do.
What are you talking about? Would look?
I mean, weaker with a woman. I think so.
They look at us weaker with President Trump.
Exactly.
Whether you believe it or not.
Guess what?
Isn't the president of Mexico a woman?
Yes. Yeah, we have a few.
There's
a few in Africa that are presidents.
Exactly.
Yeah, but she has cartel backing too, though.
We got cartel here too.
Yeah, but not backing, not cartel.
Oh, come on.
Go ahead, Shango.
You're saying that, hey, she was the person in D.C. that ran stuff. Okay, Trump has had 6 bankruptcies. He has bankrupt over and over again.
And still a billionaire.
Hold on, Fitz. Let him finish.
Because white people shit up. That's why. White people will put the most mediocre white dude in a position of power. Heck said, mediocre at best. At best. They fired a 5-star black general with a record to put a Fox talk show host in position. So that's
drunk.
And also Trump, this lackluster, mediocre man that never struggled, never pulled himself up by his bootstraps. What are you talking about? He started with $200 million and still fumbled the bag. What are you talking about? So when I hear people say that, you say, do your research. This man bankrupt a casino. How
hotels.
What do you do that?
And he's still a billionaire. What does that tell you right there?
That's what fits. The reason that they do that, they will put mediocre people in a position of power constantly. When you see music, when you see it, mediocre white girls that can't sing their way out of a paper bag, and they still will put them in a position of power and they become billionaires and millionaires. So that's not, you can't say, and he's still a millionaire. There are black coaches that were proven in the NFL that were far superior, never got a chance.
Right.
So
I agree with that. 100%. 100%. Look, Prime didn't get his shot until later on. Okay.
Later on, they make us wait. They make us jump through hoops. And that is just the fact. So when people say, well, he's a billionaire anyway, because he's corrupt. He's doing corrupt stuff. He's getting kickbacks. You got crypto and everything else. He is actually having people pay for pardons. So, yeah, if I could do that, guess what? I'd be caked up too.
Don't forget those visas that he's trying to get for, what's it, $1 million a person?
Thank you.
Oh, yeah.
Hold on. About those visas, a lot of people don't understand that Bill Clinton, the last president to have a balanced budget, Bill Clinton was the one who did that. All Trump did was increase it because there's over 88 countries that have golden visa programs. And over all of these years, they've been raising their rate. I'm mad at Trump because he lowered it from $5 million to $1 million.
But who can afford that?
So the thing is like, it's been out there. All Trump is doing now with the policies he put in place is from Obama's second administration and Bill Clinton and what Bill Clinton stole from Ross Perot when he beat him in the election. And he stole Bernie Sanders' idea of getting NVIDIA, Intel to give 10% of their company, their stock, to the U.S. government. That's Bernie Sanders' idea. That's all he's doing is taking these things from past Democrats and putting those things in place, even with Doge. Obama started Doge in 2015. It was called the United States Digital Service. And if you look at Trump's executive order on Doge, you look at the third paragraph. All he did was rename the United States Digital Service to Doge. That's why Trump didn't have to go in front of Congress to get additional funding, because Obama had already gotten that funding. That's what people don't understand. Like, all he's people got all this energy.
Can we agree that there is no? Can we agree that there is no party that's immune from corruption? Correct?
Yeah, and your stupid president told people to drink Clorox to get
That's
rid
not
of
my president. That's
Thank
not
you.
My president. My president is God.
Who's your president?
No man, no mere imperfect human being is going to dictate the quality of my life. They are
why
not
are
my
you supporting
president.
that man?
Why are you fighting so hard for Trump?
You know what? I'm not supporting him. I ain't giving him that coin. But I like what he's doing. Now, let's go.
Give me a glass of bleach.
Let's
I
go.
got a cold.
I don't have a president. I don't have a president, and I don't vote, and I still win.
Okay, so
straight Clorox right here. Straight Clorox.
Okay. But if anybody, make sure you remember that later on at the end when we do the comic part. Right? Yeah. Hey, but look, what I'm saying is,
okay, go ahead.
I'm not going to put no faith, trust, hope, or belief in no man. I don't trust in none of them. I just happen to like what he does. Period. I don't support him or nothing.
I like you support him.
All you people open that.
All right, Sawyer, let's move right along to the next topic where we can talk about the corruption that was just found by the FBI during Obama's
here we go.
Here we go. No. It's in every party. It's in every party. Pull that up.
This is fake news.
All right, here we go.
Mm-hmm.
Fake news.
What you say?
Fake news sound like Trump every time.
No, how is this fake news? Why is it fake news? You sound like Trump.
Fake news.
Okay.
That's what I said.
It's fake news because it ain't on the news.
Here we go. Somebody mind read? Play that video. Sawyer, please. This is coming out of Obama's mouth, so it's impossible for it to be fake news.
Okay.
That's not true.
Right.
Okay. It's no audio. No audio.
Could I tell you what he's talking about?
Yeah, go ahead, Sam.
Basically, every clip that you see is Obama announcing that he did a drone strike. That's basically what he did. Now, if you look up on Google, wedding processional bomb, 22 people killed. That was because of Susan Rice, Hillary Clinton, and Barack Obama, who was the three in charge of that region in Yemen. Obama was drone striking when he killed citizens. So basically, the president does not have to go to Congress. Like when Trump bombed Iran, the nuclear place, and when he struck these boats, all you have to do as the president is notify Congress within 48 hours after it's done. That's the Constitution. That's all they have to do is allow them. So when Obama would do all those press conferences is after they would do drone strikes, and he would make that announcement and say, okay, we did a strategic strike. We did, some just happened to hit some US citizens. Some happen to just all be citizens at a wedding. But that's all the president has to do. So when I tell people that look, you say, oh, he's violating the Constitution. I said, you may not look at it as ethical, but how's he violating the Constitution?
Because he violated.
Okay. Hey, I want somebody to read this next one.
That doesn't make any sense.
Sergio, can you put up the about the FBI raiding the home of the ranking Obama officials, 30 of them?
That's a lie. That's a lie.
And somebody read that right there. Anybody mind reading that right there?
Who's Mitch Summers?
I read it earlier today. Go ahead.
The FBI has just raided the home of high-ranking Obama administration official Paul Campo. Campo has been arrested on explosive charges of laundering millions of dollars for Mexican drug cartels, and sources say he is fully cooperating with federal authorities to build a massive case against none other than Barack Hussein Obama himself. All roads lead straight to the White House. Investigators are following the money, and a blockbuster RICO conspiracy case against Obama and top officials from his administration is now underway. This ties directly into the 30 former Obama officials who are already cooperating with the feds to take down the big fish. The disgraced ex-president is reportedly sweating bullets as the wheels of justice finally turn.
Lies.
Okay. Now,
Lies. That's on Facebook. Where
Anybody
that's
gonna
on?
say is fake news.
News Weekly? That's from News Weekly?
It's fake news. Why?
It is fake news.
Okay, prove differently.
Because it didn't come on as a special report.
Right.
Okay, Greg
Anything
Digger.
against Obama would have came on as a special report. That's all you'd be looking at tonight on TV. They wouldn't even be talking about Jeffrey Epstein if Obama had done that.
Right.
Okay,
Hey, Greg Digger.
It's a lie.
The same thing if Trump was implicated in the Epstein files.
Trump been implicated in so much.
He is in it.
That would have been
has a way
number
of
one
doing
news
diversion.
over that. Go ahead, Sam.
No, all I was going to say is that you remember this rap group called the Fugees?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you remember one of the members named Proz who just got sentenced to prison? Hold on. He just got, do you know why he got sentenced to prison?
I read the article.
Because he funneled $12 billion of foreign money into Obama's campaign. He's one of the guys that he pled to that, 15 years, 20 years he got? He pled to that. So he's cooperating. So a lot of the people that they're arresting is because he's given the FBI and the CIA all the people that he worked with. That's how he got his sentence reduced.
Wow.
So the thing is like
because he locked up right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, but when they gonna lock up Elon Musk? He the one bought the presidency for Trump. When they gonna
They not
do that?
How did he buy the presidency?
He funded the whole damn thing.
No, he didn't.
He did the digital counting.
In the Oval Office.
He had the digital counting.
MSNBC. I feel like nobody checks nobody when they flat out bullshit lying.
Right.
I kept saying, I want to say something. When Sam was saying something, so that's not true. That thing you just showed us from some Facebook racist right-wing person that just said Obama did this, that. How about we do this as Black people? Let's talk about the motherfucker that's in there right now.
Right. It's not talking about Obama.
Right now. That has been voted by historians, other presidents, politicians, other countries as the worst president in the history of the presidency. His approval rating is 56 points below. And the only people that are still rocking with him are MAGA, which are some psychotic ass people that actually wanted to attack a black college when Charlie Kirk was shot, and they tried to black people. We're nowhere near Utah. What are you talking about? This is a white supremacist that is actually trying to do dirt, that is doing corruption, and pretending to vote where they try to vote.
Shango, name one politician that doesn't do dirt.
Name one politician that doesn't do dirt. Can't do that. But
All
I
right.
can name one that
He ain't been
does.
born yet.
I can name one that does. The 34th president that's a felon, that is a sexual abuser. We can do that. We can talk about the fact that he did everything under the sun to try to prevent us from seeing the Epstein files and the photos of him with little girls at parties.
Hey, look, check this out. Check this out. All right. The charges that Trump got. If me, you, Sam, or Gravedigger had them charges, they'd be dismissed.
No, they wouldn't.
What?
Yeah, they would be dismissed.
What?
Nobody goes to jail for paying a prostitute to be quiet. Nobody goes to jail for paying a prostitute.
He did more than that.
The charges he got. Okay. He, with all of these charges, racist, felon, and he still won. That speaks a lot. That speaks of volumes.
No, that means he owns the court.
He ain't win that.
That speaks volumes.
He owns the court and he pays people off. They didn't do it to Bill Cosby. Bill Cosby never had to go to court. 28 women said he did something, so they locked him up. Trump raped kids.
No,
Trump
they set Bill Cosby up.
He was through his own.
No, Bill Cosby was set up.
He said it.
We know
that. Look, the way they got Bill Cosby, is all those women was suspect. They said that. What happened was when he was doing the deposition, he actually, during the deposition that was not supposed to be used in court or against him, there was a young lady that came to audition 2:30 in the morning, and she said she was really nervous. And Bill Cosby said during that deposition that he mixed her a drink, because that's what we did back there in the 60s and the 70s. We would mix a little bit to relax people. And they locked him up because of that. That's why he got released early.
And
because
it was the ugliest
no,
one.
it wasn't her. It was a young girl. But the thing is, he got released because they set him up.
The ugly
So
one got him locked up.
You said if she was pretty, you would have believed it.
Nah, I'm just telling you, your boy. I'm with Shang. Your boy is a racist, a rapist, all of this, like a Catholic priest. I'm gonna tell you. Yeah, I said
it. Okay, let's see.
I got a question.
Go ahead.
We know all of this stuff about Trump.
Hold on. We can't say the R word, y'all. We can't say neither one of the R. We can't say neither one of the R words.
Okay.
We just
like radio and refrigerator.
Yeah. Okay. All right, go ahead, Val.
So we all know, the entire world knows, the stuff that Trump has done and what he's accused of, and the things that he says about women. Just his background and all the felonies and stuff. I guess my question is, especially with people that got kids, no matter if it's a girl or boy, how do you support a person that has harmed kids?
We don't know that.
Oh God.
We don't know that.
Okay.
What's the evidence?
Where's the evidence? Okay. If they had any evidence, that would be all over the news everywhere.
But those women came forward.
What woman
and said that what was happening with them, and all the stuff that was going on. I'm trying to keep this G-rated, but all the stuff that was going on. So if you have women testifying, hey, this is what happened to me, he was there, that is evidence. And then you have the young lady who unfortunately unalived herself because of all the stuff that she's gone through with his people and all of the guests per se. That is evidence. So it's almost like it doesn't matter what these women are saying and what they're testifying to. Okay, it doesn't matter.
Sam, what are we looking at right here, Sam?
Yeah.
Oh, this Trump's old picture from college, but real quick with Val. Look, the young lady, Val, the young lady that unalived herself, her name was Virginia.
I wasn't trying to mention her name.
She passed
just
away,
out of
so it
respect.
don't matter.
No, you
But
can
the thing
mention
is,
you can mention
I have her book on my desk. I read the book. And the reason why, when the Democrats released that email mentioning her, they redacted her name. Why would they redact her name? Because in her book that I read, she says he didn't do anything. So the thing is, when ABC and CBS have the victims up there on an interview, and the reporter says, I have to ask this. Did any of you guys see any of the presidents, Joe Biden or Trump, do anything wrong or ever on the island? Every one of those, even the two guys that were victims, all of them said no, they never seen him. So the thing is, I'm not saying that he innocent or everything and all that, but all the men on here, even the light-skinned ones, you know, when you were certain ages,
Okay, no, you gotta take that.
Right.
you know when we were certain ages, how we talked about females' bodies, how we talked about getting with them, how we talk.
He talked about his own daughter.
Yeah, he did.
So no,
he talking about doing his own daughter.
She was hot.
Okay.
No, he said he wanted to smash his daughter. What father said something like that?
He said
Yes, he did. Not in those words, but yes, he did.
Pull it up. Pull it up. Pull it up.
He said,
I would date you if you weren't my daughter.
Yeah, I think he did say something like that. He said she was
wearing.
wearing.
See that one.
No, he
I
did.
want to see that one. That one went. That one was over my head there.
Not to mention the Howard Stern show.
That's the one he had by Ivanka Trump, though.
That's my first time hearing that one. Right
that's part of the lineage of a bunch of crazy shit that he said. But for sure, if you feel like you are so innocent, why would you do everything under the sun to release the Epstein files? Why would you do that? Why would you be friends with a convicted sex trafficker? For sure. They convicted him for sure. And he mysteriously committed a suicide. And also the other woman, for some reason, when she shut her mouth, she got transferred from the real prison to a country club prison. I wonder what that's about. What do black people need?
Okay. Let's try to keep it simple, real quick. By raise of hands, how many people on this panel believe in God? Okay, let's do it again. That's everybody except Shango. Okay. All right. Now hold on a second. He has the right. He has that right.
No.
Okay. Would you agree that nothing happens on this earth without God allowing it to happen? Who agrees to that?
Yeah. Isn't that in the Bible somewhere?
Yeah.
Yes.
Nothing happens on this earth without God allowing it.
You're messing with the wrong person here.
Who agrees to that? That nothing happens here on earth without the Almighty being allowing it to happen.
That's true.
Nope.
Yeah.
Who agrees to that? Who agrees to that?
It's in Job.
It's in Job.
That's what I thought.
Who agrees to that? Who agrees that nothing happens here on earth because God is almighty?
He is.
Nothing happens here on earth, including the flood, the Sodom and Gomorrah, and all of that.
That's different.
Nothing happens on earth without God allowing it, right?
Nope.
So who are we to question why he's here?
I'm sorry, what was here?
Who are we to question why Trump is president?
I mean, that's human right. So naturally, we are going to question it.
Free will.
He's the devil walking the earth. And my
He's
wife
free will.
Allows us.
about
He
that.
Free will.
All right, then.
He gives us free will.
Free will
Toya,
allows sin
let's
to
go to that
enter.
next attachment because we're running out of time. This is kind of like really sad because this individual was a big influence on college football, the NFL, and black men finally getting their opportunity to be a head coach. As a matter of fact, wasn't he the first black head coach, Digger?
From Michigan.
Who?
From Michigan, the Michigan coach.
Oh, no, he wasn't. What, for NFL?
Yeah, no, for
No,
the
Michigan.
college. Go ahead and pull that up right there.
Oh, for Michigan, yeah, but not the first NFL black coach.
Yeah, no, I know not NFL, but somebody read that.
Oh.
This is our last topic, guys.
The Hodge twins are a bunch of goofballs. I know who they are.
All right, Shango, read that for me, boss.
Goofballs. I know who they are.
I'll read it. It says
somebody read that. Somebody read that.
Married Michigan head coach Sharon Moore fired after investigation into inappropriate relationship with staff member. The University of Michigan announced Wednesday that it has fired head football coach Sharon Moore, saying an internal investigation uncovered credible evidence that Moore engaged in an inappropriate relationship with a staff member, a violation of university policy. The decision comes just days after Moore participated in a media interviews as the Wolverines prepared for their upcoming Citrus Bowl matchup against Texas. The news stunned the college football world and immediately ended Moore's tenure after 2 seasons as head coach. Michigan named Buff Poggi as interim head coach. I don't know this story.
I do. Shane does too.
Yeah, it's amazing that the post you're bringing up is, hey, this next post is written by Satan. Let's see what he got to say. It's like, if you keep putting stuff up here, the Hodge twins, I know who these social media right-wing goofballs are. Of course they're going to
Hodge twins. Oh, jeez.
No,
but you know what, Shane? This is a true story. I seen it on ESPN today.
For almost $1 billion and lost for saying the big lie. That is just a fact. I'm so sick of us, and I'm saying us black folks, buying into the bullshit where it's like, this is a fact. This actually happened. Don't interpret it. It is what happened. Trump has absolutely shown that he is not a good businessman.
No, we're not talking. We don't move to another topic.
Yeah, I'm like,
we don't move to another topic.
Yeah. When you come to sports, and when it comes to black men who kind of aspire to be, they will do whatever they can to put us back in our place. They will manipulate.
Yeah, but why would they do that? Why would they do that if he bringing them championships and all of this money?
They will forsake championships. The Cleveland Browns just showed what they're doing.
Thank you.
Constantly.
I don't care if you are the best one on the field. I will check you and put you in your place.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. You broke all the records that any rookie has ever done. Well, guess what? I'm not gonna let you play this last down because I'm the big dog, and I'll put it in. They don't want to see us.
That was crazy.
He's starting now. He's starting now.
Yeah, he's starting now.
Yeah, he's starting now. But what I'm saying, how dumb can you be to, even if he wasn't married, to put yourself in a position with a 16-year-old white girl?
Absolutely.
That he's dumb, and I'm trying to think what kind of mentality, what the hell was he thinking? I want to talk about the power of Punani right now. The power of Punani is ridiculous. Zoe, you wouldn't want no guy that was that weak, right? Talk to me about this situation now. We're talking about this right now. The power of Punani.
What's your exact question?
Goes back to Genesis 3.
I can tell you why.
My exact question.
I can tell you why.
By the way, y'all, I have been sipping on this, but it is virgin.
You have.
There is no
I've been
alcohol.
sipping on this
There is
rock,
no
and I
alcohol.
feel
It's
better.
virgin.
Oh.
There is no alcohol. That's virgin fruit punch. All right. The power This man, how much he made? What, $27 million dollars? How
That's
you
$5 million
jeopardize
a
that?
year.
And
$5
forget
million.
the money. How you jeopardize losing your family, your wife, and everything by messing with the staff and a 16-year-old?
Well, wait a minute.
He just lacks self-control.
Whether Caucasian or not, yeah.
Why the
Maybe his wife
16-year-old
only stayed with 68.
internship?
I mean, it's just a sad situation, and he was a major role model, and he had the power of it was a whole Shango, wasn't it? The majority of that team was getting ready to go to NFL, right? Still go, but he was their role model. You know what I'm saying? So we basically we need more role models. That's not they get there to where they to the nice spot, to the perfect spot to help other people, and then fall. And then with the situation with Shador, now I can honestly say that's freaking racism right there. Hands down, he is the best player.
Are you
Zoe,
talking
what I wanted to ask you, Zoe, is how does such a thing? Well, you know what? I'm gonna answer that question myself. Eve damn sure fooled the hell out of Adam. You know what I'm saying? It's just the power of Punani. We're gonna end the show with that right there.
Yeah,
And we're gonna the power of Punani. I think I might write the book. You know. But
Oh God.
Anyway, Grave Digger, take us out. I need something on every matter of fact, I want y'all to split it. Hold on, Shango.
Me and Shane to split it.
I want you and Shango to split it out. I want a comic view of every topic we talked about. Let's go. Start with you, Shango.
Okay, first of all, I wanted to say this. For people to be surprised at benefits and corrupt white people, we don't have health care because they didn't want black people to have health care. We don't have, pertaining to housing, they would rather fuck their own stuff up just as long as that black person doesn't get it. I don't want him to get health care, so I'll take it. You understand? So when this is encompassing all the people that were that anybody was saying, well, Trump's a good guy and I see the good things he's doing. No, he's not.
Oh, you talk about the spider calling Orkin and Terminex on the ants, extinguishing himself. Hey, Grave Digger.
Yeah.
Give me a comic view on every topic, bro.
Look at. As far as the immigration, getting rid of the immigrants, if we actually got rid of all the immigrants, would nobody be here but the Indians. So I'm gonna tell you, and they talk about, and Sam was talking about paperwork. Black people, y'all better wake up because we ain't got no paperwork to be here. We came over here on the ship. It was a damn good thing. We wasn't on Christopher Columbus ship, or we'd never made it. You're talking about Trump, and well, anytime you call Trump a liar, you tell him the truth, okay? About the little kids going to school, and the school teacher right there, you got all these little 1,500 immigrants in your class, and they didn't show up. Why they didn't show up? Because their parents couldn't bring them to school that day because ICE was standing out front. Now, I used to play games with immigrants, and I'm an immigrant myself. You a damn immigrant because no black man should be named Fitzhugh. But I'm gonna tell you that right here. But I know Sam always comes up with the percentages and stuff. Black people don't know no percentage. We just know what it is. Give me $20, I got $20. That's it. Sam, cut that shit out with all your little college stuff. Because I got a GED, I quit school in the 10th grade, and I'm smarter than you, Sam. But I'm gonna say that right now. Emma, you didn't say nothing tonight. I don't know why. Because, can you hear us? Emma.
Yeah. I can hear you. I can hear you.
You can hear us, Emma. Okay, but I'm an actress. I ain't seen you in nothing. But anyway,
Type my name up, you'll see
You
it.
better not say nothing about me.
This was one of my best nights because an old friend. I've been in comedy 41 years. And Shane, we go back a long way.
Long way.
Love you, man. Love you, dude.
Hey,
All right,
what time is it? It's what? It's a 3 hour behind, right, Shane?
Yeah, you
Yeah,
3 hours behind.
Well, look, I want to say thank you, everybody. As we go along with the show, there'll be other topics. I do want you guys to pull up the topic y'all want to talk about in the discussion group, okay? That y'all did y'all research on or whatever, so everybody can flow and talk. And next week we starting off with Emma. All right.
We're gonna be with you next week, Emma.
Just be ready.
All right. Peace, love, and hair grease, y'all. Oh, hold on. One more thing. I got to give a shout out to Doja Vineyard for my very own brand of fruit punch flavored moonshine. Y'all can go to DOJA. Yeah, I'm going to pour you some. You can go to DOJAvineyard.com. No, seriously, y'all can go to DOJAvineyard.com.
Clorox on the rocks.
And put in FPJ and get your discount. Hey Shane, at the end of the show, y'all, everybody except Sam and McKinley, because y'all already got y'all. Y'all send me y'all information and I'll send y'all the job. Okay.
Good, I'll send it.
All right. Say nothing. Valerie, thanks. Hey, Valerie, thanks for persevering and showing up with all different opinions and aspects on things. I love every freaking one of y'all, and I'll die for you, and I'll fight for you. Straight.
Muchas gracias.
Peace.